Hey, I'm Kevin Wallace and welcome back to Surfline's weekly global swell outlook. The most significant action in the world of late has been in the Indian Ocean, where a major swell has impacted Western Australia, Indonesia, and beyond. West Oz picked up XXL swell this past weekend, although local wind conditions were generally unfavorable. Further north, Indonesia saw a smaller but still very strong share of this swell, but with much better local wind and good to epic surf for many locations. One of those breaks was the fickle Padang Padang seen here on Surfline's Cam Rewind, which came alive for the Rip Curl Cup with double overhead surf and glassy conditions on Tuesday. This major swell is now fading, but we do have more action behind it thanks to a continued active storm track in the southern Indian Ocean. While we don't have anything in the short to medium range that will be as big as the swell that just passed, West Australia will remain strong over the next several days with some potential for another XXL swell early next week. Indonesia will see mostly fun to medium-sized pulses for the next several days with potential for something larger as we head towards the middle of the month. Heading to the east side of Australia, the Tasman Sea has a couple of storms spinning now, with another expected to develop soon. New South Wales and some areas of southern Queensland will see increased south swell for the second half of the weekend into the weekend, along with southerly flow strong at times. Breaks with southerly wind protection will be the call during that time. The Pacific Islands like New Caledonia, Fiji, and Samoa will also benefit from this Tasman storm activity, with a run of mid-period southerly swell for the weekend and early next week. South Pacific has been moderately active of late, and while we have seen swell in the Americas ranging from fun to pretty solid, we haven't seen a major storm or swell in a couple of weeks. That may change, however, as at least some of our long-range models indicate a more significant run of swell for the Americas around the middle of the month. Note that there is some uncertainty with this long-range outlook, as not all models point to a noteworthy swell, so it's just something we'll need to watch during the next few days and keep you posted. The U.S. East Coast has been abysmally slow for most of the last month, but we do have a bit of fun easterly wind swell on track for the second half of the week. The low that was partially responsible for this East Coast surf will also track towards Europe, likely setting up some fun-sized west-northwest swell for the region early next week. We'll finish off in the South Atlantic, where a broad low now occupies most of the region. This storm looks likely to send a fun to mid-sized southerly swell to Brazil for the end of the week and into the weekend, along with favorable local winds. A larger and solid swell looks likely to impact South Africa later in the weekend from this broad-scale low, with light wind and fair weather also looking likely as the swell peaks. As always, stay tuned to the Surfline Premium Forecast for all the details in your local area, and until then, we'll see you out in the water.